Good morning. Today we start matrices. First, we know about definition of matrix. My matrix is an arrangement of numbers or functions in rows or columns, which is enclosed by parentheses or by brackets. The numbers or functions are called the elements or entries. That means if we arrange some numbers or functions in a row which is enclosed by bracket, that is called a matrix. Notations: matrices are denoted by capital letters such as A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z, and their elements are denoted by small letters small a, small b, small c, A11, A12, that is a row and a column, A11, A12, A13, etc. So we can write a matrix A is equal to capital A is equal to A11, A12, A1, N. That means first row, first column element denoted by A11, first row, second column A12, first row, nth column A1n. Then if we write this AM1, AM2, AMN, so this matrix A has n rows and n columns. That is, you will call the order of the matrix. Okay. Now the elements A11, A12, A1n, A21, A22, A2n, AM1, AM2, AMN, all are elements or entries of the matrix. Now we discuss the order of the matrix. Okay, order of a matrix. Order of a matrix. Order of a matrix. A matrix having m rows and n columns. A matrix having m rows and n columns is called a matrix of order. Is called a matrix of order m cross n, or simply m by n, or m by n. Okay, m cross n or m by n matrix. M by n matrix. If it has m rows and n columns, so it is called a matrix of order m cross n or m by n. So the above matrix, matrix capital A is called a matrix of order m cross n. Okay. Now we discuss types of matrices. Types of matrices. Okay. Types of matrices. Types of matrices. Types of matrices. Okay. First we write zero matrix or null matrix. Zero matrix or null matrix. If all the elements of a matrix are zero, then it is called a zero matrix or null matrix. If all the elements of a matrix are zero, then it is called a zero matrix or null matrix. Okay, the zero matrix of order, the zero matrix of order m cross n is denoted by O of m cross n. Okay, now we take some example of 2 cross 3, that equal to 2 rows and 3 columns. So we write 0 0 0 0 0 0. That is called a zero matrix of order 2 cross 3. Similarly, if we write order of 2, if the number of rows and number of columns are equal, then we say anyone. Okay, so order 2 cross 2 or order 2, that equal to 0 0 0 0. Okay, non-zero matrix. Second, we discuss non-zero matrix. Non-zero matrix. If all the elements of a matrix are not zero, then it is called a non-zero matrix. Non-zero matrix. Now we take some examples. That A is equal to 2 0 0 0 0 0 2 cross 3 is a non-zero matrix because its all elements are not zero. Similarly, we can take another square matrix B is equal to 3 0 0 0 is also a non-zero matrix. Okay, non-zero matrix. Next, singleton matrix. Singleton matrix. Okay, a matrix which has only one element. A matrix which has only one element is called a singleton matrix. Is called a singleton matrix. Singleton matrix. Example: A is equal to suppose 5, that is 1 cross 1. That means a singleton matrix has a 1 row and 1 columns. Okay, is a singleton matrix. Next, we discuss row matrix. Row matrix a matrix with a single row. A matrix with a single row is called a row matrix. A matrix with a single row is called a row matrix. If a matrix has only one row, then it is called a row matrix. Okay. Example: A is equal to A B C 1 cross 3. That means the matrix A has one row and 3 columns. It is a row matrix. Matrix of order 1 cross 3. Number 2, B is equal to A1, A2, A1, AN. 1 cross n is a row matrix. Row matrix of order 1 cross n. Okay. Next, we discuss column matrix. Column matrix, a matrix with a single column. Column is called a column matrix. Column matrix. Okay. Now take some examples. A is equal to, if we write A, B, C in 3 cross 1. That means it has 3 rows and 1 column. Is a column matrix. Matrix of order 3 cross 1. Second, B is equal to A1, A2, and that equal to n cross 1 is a column matrix. Matrix of order n cross 1. Okay. Next, we discuss rectangular matrix. Rectangular matrix. Rectangular matrix. Rectangular matrix. If the number of rows are not equal to the number of columns, then it is called a rectangular matrix. If the number of rows are not equal to the number of columns of a matrix, then it is called a rectangular matrix. Then it is called a rectangular matrix. Then it is called a rectangular matrix. If the number of rows are not equal to the number of columns of a matrix, then it is called a rectangular matrix. Example: A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is a 2 cross 3 its order. It has 2 rows and 3 columns. So the number of rows are not equal to the number of columns. If they are equal, that is called a square matrix. Next we discuss it. A is equal to 2 cross 1 2 3 4 5 6. 2 cross 3 is a rectangular matrix of order 2 cross 3. Okay. Next, square matrix. Square matrix. Square matrix. If the number of rows are equal to the number of columns of a matrix, then it is called a square matrix. If the number of rows are equal to the number of columns of a matrix, then it is called a square matrix. Square matrix. Okay. Now take some example. A is equal to 1 2 3 4 is a square matrix. Is a square matrix of order 2 cross 2 or only 2 of order or only 2. That means a square matrix has equal number of rows and columns. If we write a square matrix of order 3, then we write 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 is a square matrix of order 3 cross 3 or only 3. Okay. Next we discuss diagonal matrix. You see here that the diagonal elements of this square matrix is 1 5 9 and other elements are called non-diagonal elements. Here 1 4 is the diagonal elements, 2 3 non-diagonal elements. So diagonal matrix 8 matrix. Diagonal matrix, a square matrix of which all the non-diagonal elements are 0. A square matrix of which all the non-diagonal elements are 0, of which all the non-diagonal elements are 0, is called a diagonal matrix. Okay, that means a diagonal matrix must be a square matrix. A square matrix of which all the non-diagonal elements are 0 is called a diagonal matrix. Now we take some example. That A is equal to 1 0 0 2 is a diagonal matrix of order 2. Similarly, B is equal to 1 0 0 0 2 0 0 0 3 is a diagonal matrix of order 3 cross 3 or 3. It has 3 rows and 3 columns. Okay. Diagonal matrix of order 3. Next we discuss scalar matrix. Scalar matrix. Scalar matrix. If in a diagonal matrix, if all the diagonal elements are equal, then it is called a scalar matrix. Scalar matrix. Scalar matrix. If the diagonal elements of a diagonal matrix, diagonal elements of a diagonal matrix are all equal, then it is called a scalar matrix. If all the diagonal elements of a diagonal matrix are equal, then it is called a scalar matrix. Example: A is equal to 2 0 0 0 2 0 0 0 2 is a scalar matrix of order 3 cross 3 or 3. Okay, it's a all the diagonal elements 2 2 2. Okay. Next, unit matrix or identity matrix. Unit matrix or identity matrix. Unit matrix or identity matrix. If the diagonal elements of a diagonal matrix are all unity or 1. If the diagonal elements of a diagonal matrix are all unity or 1, then it is called unity matrix or identity matrix. If all the diagonal elements of a diagonal matrix are unity or 1, then it is called a unit matrix or identity matrix. A unit matrix of order n is denoted by in or only I. Okay, that means a square matrix, a unit matrix, square matrix is a diagonal matrix if its all the non-diagonal elements are 0. A diagonal matrix, scalar matrix, if its all the diagonal elements are equal. A diagonal matrix, unit matrix, if its all the diagonal elements are unity or 1. Now we take some examples. I2 1 0 0 1 is a unit matrix of order 2. Similarly, I3 that equal to 1 0 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1 is a unit matrix of order 3. So from this we know that a unit matrix must be a scalar matrix, but all the scalar matrices are not unit matrix. So we write a note: a unit matrix must be a scalar matrix, but all the scalar matrices are not a unit matrix. Okay, a unit matrix must be a scalar matrix. Next, we discuss singular matrix. Singular matrix. A square matrix capital A is called a singular matrix if a square matrix capital A is called a singular matrix, or simply singular if determinant A or is equal to 0. If the determinant of a square matrix equal to 0, then it is called a singular matrix. Now we take an example. The matrix A is equal to 2 3 4 6 is a singular matrix because determinant A 2 3 4 6 that equal 2 into 6 minus 3 into 4 that equal 12 minus 12 that equal to 0. Since the determinant value of this matrix is 0, then we say it as a singular matrix. Next, non-singular or regular matrix. Non-singular or regular matrix. Non-singular or regular matrix. Okay. A square matrix capital A is called a non-singular or regular matrix if a determinant A not equal to 0. If the determinant value of a square matrix is not equal to 0, then it is called a non-singular matrix. For example, the matrix A is equal to 2 1 5 6 is a non-singular matrix. Non-singular or regular matrix. Non-singular or regular matrix, because determinant A is equal to 1 into 2 into 6 minus 1 into 5, that equal to 12 minus 5, that equal to 7, not equal to 0. Since it is a determinant value not equal to 0, that is called a non-singular or a regular matrix. Okay, next we discuss equality of matrices. Thank you.